Tonight's episode is dedicated to all of our viewers in UK and throughout all of Europe. You guys are really wicked awesome, and I know we don't pay you enough attention, so I wanted to take this week, the second weekend in October, and just say thank you. And welcome back. Tonight, you are in for a real treat. So, welcome, and enter. Mind the heat.
You are a bold and courageous person, afraid of nothing.
Careful, Mum. It's bloody hot. You were saying?
My husband is lost, missing.
Here in Crouch End?
Mrs. Freeman. Now, shall I call a porter to help you with those bags?
No, thank you.
Okay. I do have a message for you, sir. The caller did insist that I give it to you as soon as you return.
Here.
Oh, why, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Goodbye. Oh. Hello.
What floor?
9, but I'll do it.
Not a problem.
No! Don't push it.
My wife grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. Elevators are still a mystery to her.
I'm superstitious about pushing the elevator button twice. They say that it's bad luck.
Never hurts to be careful, does it, dearie?
I cannot believe I did that. It was so embarrassing.
No, it's fine. I hear that the British love Americans coming over here and scaring their old people into an early grave.
You did this.
Not all lawyers are romantic cripples, you know?
They're beautiful.
So are you.
Thank you.
My mother told me to marry Anita Fenberg.
Oh.
I couldn't get my head around spending the rest of my life trapped with someone whose last name translates into Swamp City.
Well, look at you now, Mr. Freeman. You got caught.
No, I surrendered. You know, we keep doing this. We're never going to get to the Victoria and Albert Museum.
I'm devastated. Please don't. It'll just be business.
Oh, you're right. It's the office. Oh, I should get it. Hello? Hey.
Your ambition can wait. Now, what you should take is me.
You big thief. You supposed to give this to me?
Forgot all about that.
Dear Lonnie, now that you're finally here in London, you must come to the house for dinner tomorrow at 6:30 if that's convenient. Regards, John Squalls.
Who's John Squalls?
He's our solicitor, lawyer here in London. We worked together on the Benton Steel merger. He said that I was uncommonly bright.
Actually used the word uncommonly.
I may have added that last bit, but he did say that I was smart.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that he's the next head of the executive committee. You okay about having dinner with him tomorrow?
It will be tonight. He sent that yesterday.
Oh, crap. Oh, battery low. I just charged you, you sucker.
What are you going to tell him?
We're coming.
It's our honeymoon. Can we be alone?
Please, there's not a chance he's still expecting us. Hey, John, Lonnie Freeman. You're not gonna believe this. I just got your note. Listen, about dinner tonight. You saved us a spot. Great, sure, fire away. Right. Cab to Crouch End. No, it sounds really simple. I'll see you at 6:30. Talk to you, too. You're gonna love him.
Crouch End. It's an ugly name. You owe me.
Big time. Thanks.
You're welcome. I need the ladies' room.
They call it the loo here.
Oh.
It's over there.
Okay. You know what I was thinking?
At the rate we're spending money, I'm gonna have to work until I'm 90.
No, I was thinking that if you thought we had time, maybe we could go back to the hotel and renew our wedding vows.
Which vow?
You know, the ones that go, I do you do me, till death do us part.
Those vows.
Uh-huh.
I love those vows. Yo! Excuse me.
Hey, what can I do for you, man?
My wife and I are trying to figure out how long it'll take us to get somewhere.
Where is it you want to go?
Grand Hotel?
This time of day with traffic? 30 minutes?
Okay. And how long will it take us to get from the hotel to Crouch End?
I'm sure I can't help. It's a place for strangers not to go.
No. I got a friend who lives on the outskirts.
Hear what I say, man? Don't go to Crouch End.
What happened?
I don't know. Mentioned Crouch End and he got all weird on me.
What did he say?
Something about strangers don't go there. Between the Jamaican accent and the reggae, I'm gonna miss something.
What do you want to do? Besides that.
Still got time. It's only a little before 5. I'll get a cab. You relax.
No. A little known thing here is this is actually taking place in the real life London district of Crouch End. And out of sheer curiosity, when I first read this story back in '93 when it appeared in Nightmares and Dreamscapes, I got very curious and even found out later that a teacher of mine was from there. Still, it still trips me out. But what I do know and from what I've heard, it's beautiful territory, and as long as you don't go out there acting like an asshole, I totally suggest it being on the bucket list to at least pass through quietly. Stop and maybe have a cup of tea. That's something I plan on doing eventually before I kick the bucket. And speaking of kicking the bucket, why don't we get this on the road before everybody fucking grows too old to enjoy it? So, let's see. What do we have in the book tonight? A classic style British vanilla cake. And for those of you guys out there, if I'm doing this wrong or if I'm missing something, please fill me in the comments. I'd love to fucking know that I'm doing it, whether it's good or bad. This is something I've never tried to make, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually looked up the recipe online. So, we're gonna start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Before we do that, the first step we need to do is take our cake pan. We're going to take some of this canned ham spray. We are going to spray down the inside of this skull. And that's going to be the top of our cake. Now, I've already pre-treated the bottom layer. What we're going to do is we're going to cook these and make a 3D skull. So stick around for that. In the meantime, we have a great show planned. Right after this episode of Nightmares and Dreamscapes, Crouch End, immediately afterwards, stick around. We're going to be watching an episode of Tales from the Crypt Season 3. I believe you will enjoy this one. If for nothing else, it's a tale of sweet revenge. So we're going to set these 2 pans aside. Now that I've got space to work on, we're going to take the 2 cups of our flour, pop it in here. Yeah, we had an accident during the last Killer Kitchen and sort of trashed our bag. It didn't work well for anybody. Right. There we go. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now we're going to take 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Excuse me, please. what's funny is the iteration between the magazine and the short story that appeared in Nightmares and Dreamscapes. I found out it was actually very close, but depending on the copy of the book you get, it's worded kind of different. It's really weird. I've noticed that several different places where if you get the book, say in New York, it's written out. It just seems like the words are written out or there's a sentence missing. But then if you buy it in Chicago, but then if you go to like California, well, honestly, I'm surprised they haven't like thrown every book in a fire and told everybody we have to focus on the almighty temple vision. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a half a teaspoon of salt. Just like that. And we're going to take our whisk. There we go. You want to whisk that together. You want to get it nice mixed in there just like that. There we go. Now, I'm going to take that mix, put it in a smaller size bowl, and set it aside. If you're wondering why I did it in the big bowl in the first place, no, the truth is we got so busy having a couple beers and just hanging out listening to tunes that we forgot to switch bowls out, and I just started going. Now, I think our next step is we're going to take some granulated sugar. We're going to take some room temperature partially melted butter. And we're going to start mixing that together with our hand mixer. So stick around for that. We'll see you right here on the next break. You know, one thing I want to draw attention. Ian Bailey, who plays Lonnie, I went looking about this guy, and I looked up his name, I looked this and that, I got pictures, but I really couldn't find anything else beyond this picture. So anybody who's got info on that too, let me know down here, because it's totally, I'm into learning new shit. And his co-star, who I really think takes the whole show. I mean, Ian Bailey, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. This guy, he plays the role very well, and in kind of that lighthearted, almost like 1990s vibe. But now Claire Forlani, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, who plays Doris. She was playing on NCIS, CSI New York. She was on a couple episodes of Press Gang back in '91. I mean, and the list went on. She was one. I went looking, because she did look familiar when we were rewatching this. And I'm like, how do I know her? And that was actually what it was from. But when I started looking up, she's got a list, a grocery shopping list of roles. Some of which I know, some of which I'm going to check out, and some of which, based on the titles, well, I leave the chick flicks for the chicks. But one thing that's kind of funny is I found out she's actually British. So, kind of adds to it, I think. I think that was the perfect choice for this role. Anyway, I'm going to get this going, and we'll see you on the next break.
1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Moving into more car doesn't have to be expensive or boring. Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It's for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. Chevrolet. That's today's Chevrolet.
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Discover Chevrolet Corsica, with room for your family and the performance to get you home quickly, all for a lot less than you'd expect. Corsica, the sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Introducing 4 more reasons to love Stouffer's Lean Cuisine.
1,
New vegetable and pasta mornay.
2,
New baked rigatoni.
3,
Sliced turkey breast and mushroom sauce with rice pilaf.
4.
New Szechuan beef.
Now Stouffer's good cooking comes in 28 delicious lean cuisine entrees, all under 300 calories.
Who can beat that?
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. More satisfaction with you.
He's still watching you.
Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, Nabisco.
Waited over 30 minutes for a cab. Isn't that a little odd?
A pinch unusual, sir.
Unusual? I'd say it's close to unheard of, my friend.
Yes, sir. Where to, then?
Crouch End, please.
Crouch End, you said?
Right.
Hey ho for Crouch End.
Cut it out. That feels too good.
I think that's the point.
Stop it. What about the driver?
I tip him well. He sees nothing.
Lonnie, anybody can see him.
Okay, all right. Remember, if I happen to keel over in the middle of dinner...
Don't say that. Take it back.
What?
You don't joke about something like dying. Take it back.
Fine. I take it back.
Good.
Pardon me, sir. Do you have an address?
Yeah. Somewhere.
Lonnie, did you see that?
What?
It said 60 lost in underground horror. Isn't that what they call the subway here?
Yeah, that or the tube. Was it a crash?
I don't know. Sir, was there a subway crash here recently?
A collision, Mum. None that I know of.
Weird.
I don't know where I put it. I give it to you.
What?
The napkin I wrote the address on.
No,
What's bothering you?
that headline. 60 lost in underground war. It's like sailors drowned at sea. Oof. Gooseflesh. My grandma always said that someone was walking over what's going to be your grave.
Honey, Grandma's a wacko.
Don't be mean. She may be a little eccentric, but she's sweet.
Think about it. The woman will only plant her vegetable garden at midnight when the moon is full. Sweet or not, she is not from our dimension.
She is a little weird, isn't she?
Pardon me, sir. Did you say dimension? Where you're going, Crouch End, it's a place where there's a thin spot. It's what they say.
What the hell's a thin spot?
A thin spot between what we see as our world and the other.
Uh-huh.
Other?
What the gentleman said. Dimensions.
The only thing thin around here is a grip on reality. Oh, perfect. Besides a low battery, I have no signal. All right. When they get to Crouch End, I'll call again, get Squall's address, tell him you lost it.
I lost it?
Yeah. The lawyer never accepts blame.
Then, baby, you're gonna be a great one.
Final. What is it?
Nothing. Nothing, I guess.
Yup. You're here. Crouch End.
Sir.
It's Archibald, Mum, but everyone calls me Archie.
Archie, is Crouch End a nice place to live?
Well, they tried, Mum. They're trying to make it nice. Had its own tube station once. Yeah, EH&L Railway, they built bridges and roads and storage areas, but then they... Well, let's just say they moved on.
When was that?
Well, they stopped using it in the late 1930s.
Oh, why?
Well, they claim it was the Second War, but... Well, that's not a real reason. No, it wasn't. It's when they were making some repairs to the station platform and... Well, the story I heard was they found a mass grave. Yeah, well, you see, London is laid out like no other city, more like it hatched and meandered a street pattern than it planned one. See, it's because the streets were paved over barriers. Barriers between what is rational and what is not. Crouch End was built on top of a town.
A town?
No, Mum, a town. Town, it's a Druid word, means a place of ritual sacrifice. Yeah, said that Crouch End rests on top of the Druid town of Slaughter.
So is that what they found when they were building the subway station? A Druid burial ground?
No, Mum. The bodies they found were fresh, not centuries old.
You're making this up.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm telling you what I know to be true. It happened right here, in Slaughter Town.
You're just being silly.
Mum, you asked me if Crouch End's a nice place to live. To you, it looks nice and normal. But it's not what it seems. And what I told you before is true. This world is like being inside a huge leather ball. And outside the ball are other dimensions. There are scuffs, nicks in the leather that make the thin spots. And every once in a while, the leather rips. right through the thin part. It's then the other dimension pours in and breathes and lusts right here in Crouch End. You and your husband shouldn't be here.
Yeah, pumpkin sensible. I like pot roast. I don't see any reason we shouldn't be there unless there's something I think like. Yeah, I mean, I've got. Got Squall's address. Where's the cab?
I don't know.
Oh, man, it's 10 after 6 already. What did he do? Just up and leave?
Did you pay him?
No, there's still $12.50 on the meter. Hey, kids!
Hello. Welcome back. So, were you guys listening to the cab driver on the way out to Crouch End? Did you hear what he said? The story that's here actually isn't far off. In fact, I read an article back probably 30 years ago that Stephen King actually wrote this story based on some of the rumors and things that he had heard about when visiting. Now, how true that is, you know. But I thought it was kind of an interesting article. Anyway, so what we're going to do next is we are going to take, what is it? 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. But no, Crouch End actually has several things going for it. One of which happens to be the ghost of Hornsbury Town Hall. Which, sorry, I'm just making sure we're making this cake the right way. Which people have actually claimed of seeing a lady in white roaming. Trying to do too much of here at once, and my brain is trying to shut the fuck off. Now, most people don't know where this story originated, but it has picked up a lot of steam over the years. Okay, pardon the interruption there. Don't want to pop a fuse. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mixer and figure a good 3-4 minutes, we're just going to beat the fuck out of it. And rather than I beat the fuck out of your ears, why don't I let you get back to tonight's show? Now, before I let you guys go back, another thing that has been a myth in Crouch End is the Crouch End, what was it called? The Crouch End Spriggan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Which was rumored to be like a fairy or a ghost, or a fairy or a goblin. And it gained a lot of fame once. It actually appeared on the British TV show Doctor Who. And I know there's a lot of Doctor Who fans out there, so that's one I had to bring up before I let you get back. I was a Doctor Who fan until the last, say, 10 years. I think I'll stick with watching Mr. Bean.
Hello? Hey, I'm talking to you two.
You American, sir?
Yeah. There was a cab over here. Did you see where it went?
Bugger off, Joe! Sir! Sir! Sir!
I guess some of the kids in Crouch Inn aren't too crazy about Americans.
Rude little brats. Did you see that little boy's hand, though? Poor thing.
Huh? Looks like we hike.
I'm not sure I want to. What if those kids went to get their big brothers?
Well, there's much else we can do. The street's not exactly overflowing with taxis, is it?
That was so odd that he just left. He seemed nice, a little creepy. Nice.
The cabbie was weird, was what he was.
Oh.
Dimensions, thin spots, honestly. Did I say it was a left on Petrie or a right?
Geez, Lonnie, I don't remember. Why don't you just call Squalls and have him meet us?
No. Him thinking I can't follow simple directions will not help my career.
What is it with guys in directions that they can never ask? What's that about?
First of all, I'd ask for directions if I was lost, but I'm not. Just trying to figure things out.
Oh.
Secondly, I grew up in a city. I'm hardwired for direction.
What?
Anyone born and raised in a city has a built-in sort of guidance system, which always leads them to promised land.
But baby, you grew up in Madison, Wisconsin,
Ah.
not Manhattan. And that is hardly a city.
A city is a city, Doris. And we're not lost.
Baby, would you just go into that police station and ask some directions to Brass Butt Lane? Please, for me.
Okay. It's Brass End, not Brass Butt.
Okay.
Right here. Anybody here?
Don't do that, you scared me.
Doris, relax. There's no one here, okay? Making me jumpy.
Did you get directions?
Yeah. I messed up on Hillfield. It was a right, not a left on Petrie.
No, we made a right on Petrie.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Lonnie,
Honey.
we made a...
Let's not be late for dinner. Nice area. I love this style of architecture. Yeah, reminds me of Alaska. Can't you just see the sled dogs frolicking in the snow, little ice balls clinging to their fur?
What?
Oh, you're back. I missed you.
Lonnie, this isn't funny.
All that stuff from the cabbie, does it really bother you?
Yeah, it does. Everything around here is creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I see. Doris, there's something that you should know. In all fairness, it's something that I should have told you before we were married. I'm not just a lawyer. I have another job. It's a really important one. It's actually more like another life altogether. In the vast world of darkness, I am better known as Lonnie, the Creep Slayer.
You are such a jerk.
Perhaps, but it was you who summoned me. Now, where are these creeps who menace you?
I am walking next to the biggest one.
Ah, obviously the creep's leader. Formidable, evil, but undeniably handsome and uncommonly bright.
You are uncommonly something.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I think he lives somewhere near here. You hear that?
No, Lonnie, don't.
What do you mean, don't? Someone could be hurt. Let's just see if they need help. That's strange.
What is that?
Must have been a crash or something.
No, Lonnie, please don't.
Hey, if someone's hurt, I should take
Remember
a look.
what I read, what I saw about 60 lost in underground horror? Maybe we were being warned about this.
That was about a subway.
No, it wasn't. Archie said
Archie?
that it was
Who the hell is Archie?
the cab driver. What if that is a thin spot? He said that they have them in Crouch End, an underground place where things rupture and cross over.
Rupture and cross over. Oh, honey. You just got your imagination going, is
No,
all.
he didn't.
Just be a minute.
Lonnie, please. Please come back.
Oh, there's another trail. Looks like it goes off around the side of the house. Damn. Where this stuff is, it's sticky. Oh, there's another hole.
Be careful.
Yeah. There's something down there. You have to stick with me, Doris.
I am. Where are we?
Crouch Lane and Norris Road. Whoever the hell that is. Idiots can't even spell town.
No, that's a Druid word.
I don't recognize anything. Lost my jacket, too. That's a hell of a note.
No, you took it off.
Where the hell is everybody?
Lonnie, it was covered in goo. You
No, I
didn't
didn't
lose
take it off. I lost it. That's all.
Lonnie, what happened? What was on the other side of the hedge?
Nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
Lonnie, talk to me. Tell
Nothing.
me
I
what
don't remember. It's all a blank. We were there. We heard a sound. And then I was running. That's all I remember. Why did I throw my jacket away? I mean, I liked that one. After all, it did match my pants.
Okay, we have to get out of here.
No, we're going to John Squall's for dinner, I promised.
Baby, we don't even know where he lives. Why don't we just go back to the hotel and we can call him from there?
Break a promise. I don't think...
Fine, then call him. Tell him to come and get us.
Yep, I don't remember his number. Was it...
It'll be in your cell phone.
Now there is a good idea. I never did get this thing charged. Got it. Oh, he's got to be there. He's saving a place for us. John, thank God it's Lonnie. Yes. That's just it, John. Having a bit of trouble finding you. John? John? Why would he put me on hold?
Is the phone dead?
Dead?
It's dead. The phone's dead.
It can't be.
Where are you going?
John's place. For dinner.
Forget John. This is wrong. Everything about this is wrong. I just want to get in a cab and go now.
Oh, how can we do that, Doris? How can we go back to the hotel when we are lost? Or maybe it's more like we're trapped.
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Moving into more car doesn't have to be expensive or boring. Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It's for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. Chevrolet. That's today's Chevrolet.
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Discover Chevrolet Corsica, with room for your family and the performance to get you home quickly, all for a lot less than you'd expect. Corsica, the sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Introducing 4 more reasons to love Stouffer's Lean Cuisine.
1,
New vegetable and pasta mornay.
2,
New baked rigatoni.
3,
Sliced turkey breast and mushroom sauce with rice pilaf.
4.
New Szechuan beef.
Now Stouffer's Good Cooking comes in 28 delicious lean cuisine entrees, all under 300 calories.
Who can beat that?
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. More satisfaction with you.
He's still watching you. Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats. Now Biscuit
I would say trapped is a pretty good word. What about you, Jack? Say trapped is a good word for it? And Jack ain't got much to say these days. But I'll tell you, when you're 2,000 years old, you tell me how talkative you're going to be. Speaking of, 2,000 years is quite a long time. And so are some of these tales. In fact, Crouch End has a very long and rich history that dates all the way back to the medieval times. And most of the Victorian and Edwardian style housing still remains to this very day. And that's why I say, I mean, definitely something to put on your bucket list. It's also, in my personal opinion, it's gotta be the #1 place to go for art. Well, 30 or 40 years ago. These days, I'm not so sure about what they call modern art. I've been keeping my eyes open and I am not impressed. And speaking of getting pressed, we are getting pressed here for time. So, one at a time, I'm going to take these eggs. We've got 4 of them. And I'm going to crack it, drop it in. Before I add another one, I'm going to come back with my beaters and beat the fuck out of it and get it in there. And now what I'm going to do, drop the speed down, lowest speed, and I'm going to go for the next one. You idiot. We'll be right back.
Crouch End was east to the hotel. So if we go west, we'll get back to the hotel.
No, but that means that we'd have to go back, means we'd have to go back the way we came.
No, it'll be all right. Baby, we're gonna be all right. Come on. Come on. Are you all right?
A little tired, so.
Me too. We need to keep walking. What did we tell them back at the hotel about what happened?
Don't say anything.
Well, honey, look at us. They're gonna ask.
You can't say anything about what happened. It'll only make it worse.
Okay.
Promise me you won't tell what happened.
I promise. I promise. Lonnie, it's the shortest way back to the hotel.
No!
Lonnie.
I won't go this way!
We'll try this street. We'll see if this takes us back. Come on, let's try this way. I was thinking, and that's all I'm doing is thinking. If the cab driver was right about these rips in the thin spots, which allows things to happen, then they'd have to go away too. I mean, they couldn't be permanent, or weird things would be happening all the time, right? So maybe they've come and gone. Maybe everything's normal now.
Where are all the people, Doris?
The clock tower. I saw that. In the cab on the way in.
You promised.
Lonnie, let me go! Lonnie, let me go! Stop it! What are you doing? Let
We
go!
have to stay together like we promised. It's the only way. Why did you slap me? God, I'm so sorry. Doris, I don't know what's happening to me.
I'm scared, Lonnie.
Me too.
Did you hear that? The cars? We must be near traffic. Let's go. Lonnie, did you see that? Did you see the cab right up ahead? Lonnie? Lonnie, come back! Lonnie, please, come back! Lonnie! Lonnie! Lonnie, come back! I know the way out of here. Please, I want to go.
No, Doris. It's this way. I've seen the other side.
You're wrong. It's the other way.
You promised not to leave me. You promised me. You said you loved me. Doris?
Give us a cigarette, love.
Lonnie? Lonnie, answer me!
Yoxogot. Ayale. Enatesem enna yalo hotep.
Lonnie!
It's the American woman. She's lost.
Lost her husband.
Lost her way.
Found the darker way.
The road that leads into the funnel.
Lost her.
Found the wrestler from the stars.
Eater of dimensions.
The blind piper.
Where's my husband?
He's gone beneath.
Onto the goat fast and young.
What have you done with him?
He couldn't well not go, could he? The mark was on him. You'll go too.
You made it, baby. You kept your promise. Now we'll stay together. Forever.
What in the name of...
Can you help me? I need the police. What happened then, lovey? You look like you've been put through a ringer, you do.
Car accident?
The street opened up. They took my husband.
It's happened again. Station's down there. There's globes hanging in the front.
We don't want you near us. Not if you've been to Slaughtertown.
Careful, Mum. It's bloody hot. You were saying?
My husband is lost. He's missing.
Here in Crouch End?
Yes.
Happened today?
Why do you keep asking me the same questions? I've already told you what happened.
Terribly sorry, Mum. He's really not so bad. Are you, Lonnie?
What did you say?
Oh, I was just talking to the cat, Mum.
Say it again.
I was just saying it. He's really not so bad.
Who?
Lonnie. We named the cat Lonnie. We found him as a stray. Just this morning it was.
Today on World Championship Wrestling.
When I think about beautiful women, I think about you, baby. When I think about the greatest wrestling in the world, I think about the Garvin Brothers and TBS. Yeah.
World Championship Wrestling, 5:30 Eastern on the Superstation today.
Introducing new A1 poultry sauce, our first sauce ever meant just for chicken. And because its herbs, spices, and fruit were meant just for chicken, new A1 poultry sauce makes the most of chicken any way you make it.
Mom, how does Planners get his popcorn so light and fluffy?
It's a secret. Love that aroma.
But Mom, how does Planners get its popcorn so fluffy and light?
Well, dear, they use only the best quality corn. But of course, that's what you'd expect of Planters.
Dad, did they have Planners popcorn when you were a kid?
No, Jenny, you're the lucky one.
Mom, is it possible for Planners popcorn to be too light and fluffy?
Planters popcorn, so light and fluffy you'll get carried away.
For you, my sweet, someday I'll yearn. So I'll protect you from freezer burn. Zipped in a Ziploc freezer bag so tight, you'll be protected night after night. For if, dear fresh and juicy morsel, you're wrapped up wrong, you'll taste just awful. Ziploc seals flavor right in here. Ziploc will keep you safe. Have no fear. Oh, to think when next I meet you, thanks to Ziploc, I'm gonna eat you.
Ziploc, we've got the lock on food protection.
There's one raisin cereal that stays crispier in milk than any other.
There's never been a crisp like this. It's crispy. Wheats and raisins.
Honey-touched flakes that stay crisp and delicious from the first bite to the last.
There's never been a crisp like this. It's crispy. Wheats and raisins.
The delicious taste of Stouffer's French bread pizza explained by my brother Dick.
When you bite into Stouffer's Deluxe Pizza, you get plenty of pepperoni,
The real
cheese,
stuff. Real stuff.
mushrooms, peppers, all the good things piled high on crispy French bread.
Say it.
But-
Say. Help yourself to Stouffer's pizza.
Help yourself to
Thank
Stouffer's
you very much.
Pizza.
I appreciate that.
Help yourself, help yourself, help yourself to Stouffer's Pizza. Help yourself to Stouffer's Pizza.
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Premiering December 26th at your request.
The following program contains material that may be too intense for some viewers. Parental discretion is advised.
And welcome back. What an end, huh? Well, before we move on to our next feature, there is one more tale I'd like to tell. Now, with this, while I tell you, I've got to get these ingredients combined so we can get this in the oven. So we're going to do this in 3 parts, alternating with our milk, combining everything. I'm going to take this half a cup, and I'm just going to do a half a cup, add a little milk, and I'm going to start stirring. But the Witch of Crouch End. This is a story I've heard and actually had forgotten about for years. Apparently, there's a witch who lived in the area during the 16th or 17th century, and according to legend, she was accused of witchcraft and said to have cursed the area. Now, the story does reflect broader historical fears and superstitions of witchcraft at the time. But when you look around at society in 2024, I'm starting to feel that all of our fears and superstitions from the 16th and 17th century, I think we might have been right. Because the devils are definitely out and they are definitely in control. But I just thought that was kind of a cool little story about Crouch End. And that's one I saved for the end because I think it's really the best one. Unless you want to get into the story of the hidden treasure. Now, you treasure hunters out there, you guys might like this one. The story goes, alright, that apparently there was a treasure lost in Crouch End during England's, England's Civil War. And one of the wealthier families was afraid of losing everything in all the turmoil. So what they did was they buried it. Well, the gold in that was never recovered. So somewhere in Crouch End, there's thousands worth of gold and silver just buried, but nobody can find it. Alright, so we're going to mix this up again. More. I know I said 3 parts, but I'm kind of breaking it into 4 just to make sure I get it mixed evenly. Now tonight's tale from the crypt, so to speak, is one I personally enjoy in many ways. It tells the story of, well, let's face it, a lonely whore that couldn't keep her legs closed because she felt like her cunt was the 7-Eleven on a Saturday night. And an angry, abusive, jealous jagoff of a husband who had more muscle than brain and more brawn than self-reliance. This is a tale of sweet revenge. I hope you'll enjoy. But who am I? I could tell you left and right. But I think I'm going to let you hear it from the Crypt Keeper himself about tonight's story.
Sometimes life can be such a grind. Know what I mean? That's why I like to get out every now and then and swing a little. So much for his family tree. Tonight's tale concerns a young woman who's about to do a little swinging of her own. She wants to prove that a good man is hard to find, but easy to get rid of. I think you'll like this little chopping spree I call Split Second.
I'd been stranded for a couple of months up in the Northwoods when I took a job waiting tables at the Cummings Saloon.
I'm not for it.
I was trying to save up for a bus ticket out. The money was terrible. And most of the tips I got weren't the kind you could stick in a bank. 4 rounds in 20 minutes. What is this, a slow night, guys? Can't you hold your drink anymore?
Has you ever thought about doing stand-up?
But that's what I was doing. Take a break, Ray.
Hey, how about going in my truck? I got sheepskins.
I thought you liked them better when they were still alive, Banjo.
You saying you don't want 'em?
I'm saying just because we got friendly ones don't mean I care to make a habit of it.
Who are you kidding, Liz? If I got you drunk enough, I'd have you out in my truck again in no time.
Well, that's real sweet of you, Banjo. Let's save the Hallmark moment for another time.
Hey. Let's go for a ride. You got 10 minutes before you gotta be back. More than enough time to reapply your lipstick, baby.
The lady's not interested. You got that?
Fuck off, Dixon!
Drop the knife. Drop it. This how you want to die, shitheel?
I wasn't exactly looking for a knight in shining armor, but I did like being fought over. Those days, I was getting offended a lot more than I was getting defended.
Apologize to the lady.
I'm sorry, man.
Good boy. Now get the fuck out of here. He didn't hurt you, did he, ma'am?
No. That was nice of you. Thanks.
Can I buy you a drink?
After a couple of drinks and a slow dance, he wanted me to be his wife. Said he had money, and that he'd take care of me. I was glad he didn't use the L word. It's no coincidence, it's the same letter that starts the word lie. I figured, what the hell, and said yes. Steve had money, all right, and a big house up on the mountain, right in the middle of his lumber camp. He made love like a mountain man, which I kind of liked. And in the morning when he got up to go to work, I thought to myself, I just might be happy here.
What's that? My granddaddy used to do this work.
What the hell are we gonna do about the annual tournament this year? Now that Wolf's gone, we got nobody to put on the wood chopping contest.
Hey, Snaz, you won't believe
Hey,
it.
Artie, I'm talking here.
Someone just said that Dixon got married last night to one of the waitresses down at Cummings' place.
Oh, get out of here. Dixon ain't the marrying kind.
I know, but that's what they're saying. Said he went off and got hitched to Liz Kelly.
Her?
Yeah.
No! Oh, wow. Well, I didn't know Dixon was into sloppy seconds.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Mr. Dixon.
I just want to let you all know that as of next week, we'll be moving over to the north side of the mountain.
North side? There's hardly anything over there.
I know it's Snaz, but there ain't nothing I can do. Those goddamn environmentalists are trying to protect some fucking moth or something. Either I lay you guys off, or we move over there.
We appreciate that, Mr. Dixon. But it still don't hardly seem fair.
Is that the only news you got for us, Mr. D? There's a rumor going around camp you went off and got yourself married.
Christ. Word travels fast, don't it?
Holy shit, you saying it's true?
What can I tell you?
All right. Does that mean we're throwing out the rule about no women? I mean, I could use something around here to keep me warm besides these pricks.
The rule stands, guys. No women around here except my wife. Women can be trouble in a place like this.
Yeah, women are trouble, period.
Steve, honey. Oh, there you are. Your breakfast is ready.
What the hell are you wearing?
What?
What the fuck are you all staring at? I don't want you in here ever, you hear me? You don't know what these guys are like.
For Christ's sake, Steve.
Look, I told you to do something, now do it. I don't want these sons of bitches staring at you.
Sure, Steve, whatever you say.
I don't want you shitheads staring at her, you understand me? And you better act like fucking gentlemen when the lady's around.
Sub lady. She used to sell a mouth for a nickel.
Something on your mind?
I didn't say nothing.
That's good. I thought I heard somebody say my wife sucked cock. Wind plays tricks on you. Think you hear shit. This what you said my wife did? Huh?
Mr. Dixon, he can't breathe. Let him go. He was just kidding.
Nobody kids about my wife. You assholes understand? Everybody, get to work.
What is it about men? When they want you the first time, they don't care what anybody thinks of you. But as soon as they think of you as theirs, they want you to be as pure as the fucking Madonna. What in the hell was the meaning of that?
I don't want them staring at you. You're my wife, goddammit.
What are you afraid of, that one of them might fuck better than you can? It wasn't the first time a man had screwed me because he was jealous. But it was the first time I had hated it. And I felt the boredom coming back.
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Moving into more car doesn't have to be expensive or boring. Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It's for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. Chevrolet. That's today's Chevrolet.
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Discover Chevrolet Corsica, with room for your family and the performance to get you home quickly, all for a lot less than you'd expect. Corsica, the sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Introducing 4 more reasons to love Stouffer's Lean Cuisine.
1.
New vegetable and pasta mornay.
2.
New baked rigatoni.
3.
Sliced turkey breast and mushroom sauce with rice pilaf.
4.
New Szechuan beef.
Now Stouffer's Good Cooking comes in 28 delicious lean cuisine entrees, all under 300 calories.
Who can beat that?
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. More satisfaction with you.
still watching you. Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, Nabisco.
Well, so you guys are back, huh? Still here waiting for more? Well, we've got that cake going in the oven. And decided we were going to take a break here and get the killer dishes done. So, while I rinse this, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the main characters in tonight's tale. It stars... Okay, almost dropped our fucking bowl. Swear to God, I keep fucking hearing something out in front. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, it stars Broyne James. Now, the name may not sound familiar, but he's been in episodes of The Waltons, he's been in Gunsmoke, he's been on the Spawn cartoon. He voiced over the Spawn cartoon. His list goes on, and very, very talented actor. He's even been in the FBI, which, not the actual FBI, but it was a TV show that ran back in 1974. And next to him, the lady that I called a whore, because her character's a whore, well, that's Michelle Johnson, who many of you know probably from Blame It on Reno, 1980, or, 1984. She played in Charles in Charge. She was in Waxwork. She even played in this thing called Mickey in, like, what was that, 2004, something like that. And very talented actress, very beautiful actress. But I gotta be honest, the role she plays, although she plays it well, it does make me question. So in the meantime, we're gonna let that bake. I'm gonna finish the killer dishes, and I think we should be getting back to tonight's feature. Now, before we go, keep a lookout for the young stranger that makes an appearance. See if you can't pinpoint why he looks so familiar.
I can tell you from experience, there's nothing in the world worse than boredom. Absolutely nothing. For a while after that, the men were afraid to even acknowledge me. Though a lot of them had done a lot more than acknowledge me in the past. The whole marriage thing had worn thin in record time.
Sorry to bother you so early, ma'am. My name's Ted. Morgan. I come looking for a job.
What do I look like, a fucking employment agency?
Well, no, ma'am. What I meant was, this here's a logging camp, isn't it?
Who the hell is that?
Don't know.
Yeah? What do you want?
Well, sir, I was just telling your wife. I come looking for a job.
Maybe things are picking up around here. Looks like a cure for boredom just showed up at my doorstep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
So, where you been?
Well, after I left Denver, I hiked up through the Rockies to the Canadian border.
Yeah? Where you going from here?
I don't know, maybe over to Vancouver, down to California. but I'm a little broke at the moment.
I can always use an extra hand around here. Let's see what you can do.
I'm afraid I don't care for those, sir.
How else you plan to cut these things down, son?
Guess I'm a little bit old-fashioned.
Well, that's what you want to do.
Say the word.
Go.
Call me un-American, but watching Ted chop that tree in half, wow, it just made me forget all my troubles. And at that point, I would have done anything for a little excitement, of one kind or another.
What do you think, Mr. Dixon?
Decent.
Decent? What are you kidding? Kid's a goddamn beaver.
Fastest chopping I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I think we found ourselves a ringer for the wood chopper contest. Nobody's gonna give that kid a shot in hell. Ain't that right, Mr. Dixon?
Who told you assholes to stop working? Get back to your trees now. This ain't no fucking break.
Hey, Mr. Dixon, I don't get it. What's your problem?
I'm warning you, Snaz. Get back to work or I'll fire your fucking ass. You want the job, you got it. Let's get one thing clear. That attorney bullshit's on your time, not mine. On my clock, you hack Paywood. Any problems?
No problem, sir. Mrs. Dixon! Hello? Mrs. Dixon?
Yes, who is it?
It's Ted, ma'am. You said you wanted a box moved.
What? I can't hear you. I'm up here, Ted.
Mrs. Dixon? You in here? Mrs. Dixon?
I'm in here, Ted.
Mrs. Dixon? Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I can't reach the towel, Ted. Please.
Here you go.
Thanks. Would you dry my back for me?
I don't think I should be in here, Mrs. Dixon.
Liz. I'm not gonna hurt you, Ted. I just want you to dry my back. Maybe you'd like to get the front first? Oh, okay, you win. Back first.
Listen, I'll come back later. I shouldn't be here. Mr. Dixon wouldn't approve.
Oh, don't mind him. I don't.
He's my boss, ma'am.
No. I'm your boss. I can even give you a raise.
Shit. what to do. I know I shouldn't, but you guys wouldn't believe how hot she is. She's so beautiful.
I'm telling you for your own good, man. Stay away from her.
Ah, don't listen to Art. He's a fucking wimp. I say, if the pussy wants a friend, repent.
You know, maybe I ought to just take my wages and move on.
Oh, shit. Don't let that pocket climax drive you away from here. She ain't worth it. Besides, man, we need you if we're gonna win that tournament. Come on. What do you say?
What the hell, right?
I love this kid. Here's the teddy boy. I ace in the hole.
I want to know which one of you has been fucking my wife.
Today on World Championship Wrestling.
When I think about beautiful women, I think about you, baby. When I think about the greatest wrestling in the world, I think about the Garvin Brothers and TBS.
Yeah! World Championship Wrestling, 5:30 Eastern on the Superstation today.
Introducing new A1 poultry sauce, our first sauce ever meant just for chicken. And because its herbs, spices, and fruit were meant just for chicken, new A1 poultry sauce makes the most of chicken any way you make it.
Mom, how does Planters get his popcorn so light and fluffy?
It's a secret. Love that aroma.
But Mom, how does Planters get its popcorn so fluffy and light?
Well, dear, they use only the best quality corn. But of course, that's what you'd expect of Planters.
Dad, did they have Planters popcorn when you were a kid?
No, Jenny, you're the lucky one.
Mom, is it possible for Planters popcorn to be too light and fluffy?
Planters popcorn, so light and fluffy you'll get carried away.
For you, my sweet, someday I'll yearn, so I'll protect you from freezer burn. Zipped in a Ziploc freezer bag so tight, you'll be protected night after night. For if, dear fresh and juicy morsel, you're wrapped up wrong, you'll taste just awful. Ziploc seals flavor right in here. Ziploc will keep you safe. Have no fear. Oh, to think when next I meet you, thanks to Ziploc, I'm gonna eat you.
Ziploc, we've got the lock on food protection.
There's one raisin cereal that stays crispier in milk than any other.
There's never been a crisp like this. It's crispy. Wheats and raisins.
Honey-touched flakes that stay crisp and delicious from the first bite to the last.
There's never been a crisp like this. It's crispy. Wheats and raisins.
The delicious taste of Stouffer's French bread pizza explained by my brother Dick.
When you bite into Stouffer's Deluxe Pizza, you get plenty of pepperoni,
The real
cheese,
stuff. Real stuff.
mushrooms, peppers, all the good things piled high on crispy French bread.
Say it.
But-
Say. Help yourself to Stouffer's pizza.
Help yourself to
Thank you
Stouffer's
very much. I
Pizza.
appreciate that.
Help yourself, help yourself, help yourself to Stouffer's Pizza. Help yourself to Stouffer's Pizza.
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Premiering December 26th at your request.
Billy Wirth. That's the stranger. Ted, as he's being called tonight. Well, if you're wondering why he looks so familiar and you just can't place it, he starred in everything from The Equalizer in 1985 had a role in The Lost Boys as one of the vampires in the gang, and was even in War Party in 1988. So that's why he's got that look. He's familiar. He went on, he did some stuff, he made a lot of good movies, but he never acquired the fame that I think he deserved. And he, in my opinion, he is definitely 10 times the actor that Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise could ever be. That's just my opinion. Interesting fact, though, this was basically shot, a lot of it was anyway, on the same set as Twin Peaks. For those of you who may remember that sitcom. As I said, it is a tale of happy revenge and sour love. Speaking of sour, if you guys are wondering what I've been mixing up here and playing with, we took 4 Jell-O cups, store-bought, melted them down, heated up. Actually, what I did, I'll show you guys. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck that. Took it, I put right over the top, making sure there's even airflow on either side, but the heat can touch. And I just slowly stirred it, heated it. That says to do it over a low heat. Now, I could have pulled out a burner. What's the sense? I got the candles going. Why waste the electricity? Even with gas. Got a couple candles handy. Why bother wasting the gas? Light a couple candles and let the heat take its toll. Just be patient enough to stir and watch what you're doing. No need to add anything, mix anything. And what I'm going to do is, now that it's become a nice watery consistency, this is what I want. Now I'm going to put this back in the fridge for, I don't know, till our next break. On our next break, we'll be putting our cake together, and then this is going to actually replace our frosting. So, while I sit here and do this monotonous bit of work, why don't I let you guys get back to tonight's story?
Ain't nobody been fucking your wife, Mr. Dixon.
Bullshit! I found one of your work clothes in my goddamn bed.
Sure it ain't one of yours?
Was it you? You seem to know an awful lot about it.
Wasn't Artie that made that crack about your wife the other day, Mr. Dixon. It was me.
You son of a bitch!
It ain't my glove, Mr. Dixon. It ain't Artie's, it ain't Ted's, it ain't anybody's. For Christ's sake, take a look at yourself. You were a hell of a guy before you got married. That woman's driving you crazy. Let's get the fuck out of here. You think the Lone Wolf is still open?
One way to find out. I don't think I'm gonna go with you guys.
Why? What's the matter?
I gotta get out of here before someone gets hurt.
Going somewhere? He was so easy. Men always are. Even the ones who always want to be on top just love being seduced. Is it something I said? Or did? You know, Ted, when my husband found that glove, I just didn't know what to tell him. I swear to God I didn't know anything. But he just wouldn't believe me.
Dixon, please.
Come on, Ted, I'm not asking for much. If I have to, I'll tell him his glove it is. Is that what you want?
I can't do this.
Oh, sure you can. It's easy. All you gotta do is close your eyes and lean back. I'll do all the hard work.
It's not right.
Fuck what's right.
I want you so bad, Lizzie. You want me, don't you?
God. Yeah. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
I can't believe this. You want it. You want it so bad, don't you? You son of a bitch!
He forced me! He made me!
She's lying, Mr. Dixon. She came here to seduce me.
It was the last thing I wanted. Especially since the doc said it was permanent. But what are you gonna do? Cry about it? Maybe it's better to be blind anyway. The world's an ugly place.
Hey, kid. It's me, Snaz. You're gonna be okay, you understand? We're not gonna let this get you down. No, sirree, we are not.
What are you doing?
Sit up. You coming with me? Come on. Oops, watch yourself. You're gonna help us win that tournament.
How the fuck am I gonna do that, Snaz? I'm blind.
Yeah, but you're a natural. We're just gonna teach you a few new job skills, that's all.
You know I don't like these things.
Hey, you're gonna learn to love it, buddy. Besides, wait till they get a load of you. Little Stevie Lumber. Come on with us. Yeah, we got you.
Watching the men work with Ted bothered me. Why were they so determined to have him in a silly tournament? Didn't they all have anything better to do?
You can do it.
Do it, Ted. Amputate. Make it pay for its mistake. Do it, Ted. Amputate. Make it pay for its mistake. Do it, Ted. Amputate. Make it pay for its mistake. Do it, Ted. Amputate. Make it pay for its mistake. Yeah, all right. All right. Do it, Ted-o. Hey, go crazy, man.
Yeah, what is it? Mr. Dixon, Ted's learned a new trick he'd like to show you.
I don't give a shit. We'd like you to join us, Mr. D. Hey, Teddy boy.
Hey, this ain't so bad after all.
I told you he was gonna love it. Now we got some bigger logs for you to work on.
Yeah, bring them on.
See how you do with these.
Do it, Ted-o. Go crazy, man.
Hey guys, I'm getting pretty good at this. You got any more?
Great work, kid. You ready for the next one?
Snaz and Artie and the boys had found what I'd spent years looking for. The cure for a terminal case of boredom.
Oh, yeah! I feel great! I love you
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Moving into more car doesn't have to be expensive or boring. Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It's for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. Chevrolet. That's today's Chevrolet.
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Discover Chevrolet Corsica, with room for your family and the performance to get you home quickly, all for a lot less than you'd expect. Corsica, the sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Introducing 4 more reasons to love Stouffer's Lean Cuisine.
1,
New vegetable and pasta mornay.
2,
New baked rigatoni.
3,
Sliced turkey breast and mushroom sauce with rice pilaf.
4.
New Szechuan beef.
Now Stouffer's good cooking comes in 28 delicious lean cuisine entrees, all under 300 calories.
Who can beat that?
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. More satisfaction with you.
He's still watching you.
Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats. Whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, Nabisco.
Ah. That was one hell of an ending, wasn't it? And I hope hell is exactly what both of them find. Including and especially Miss Nookie. Speaking of Miss Nookie, I made this cake in her honor. Now how we're gonna do this is gonna be something a little different. Got some California shelled walnuts on hand. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna start by lightly sifting them just around the outside here. Kind of putting them in place. Now this can be a puzzle, which can be fun, or you can find it to be the most aggravating piece of the entire puzzle tonight. I think I'm finding the latter. There we go. And some on this side. Now what you want to do is, after you've covered both the two edges, you want to sprinkle some of these walnuts down around the outer edge, like that. And that is going to help catch any excess Jell-O that runs off from our glaze. Oh, how do people eat this shit? Ew. Oh, ew. Fucking hate walnuts. Here, have a walnut. Go away. What do you do? Good for my nuts? Well, maybe I'll call that little hussy. Ain't the grossest thing I've ever done. Now, last Halloween, we happened to have some leftover bones. So, we're just going to lightly take these and sprinkle them in with our nuts. Right. Now, once you get something kind of like that going, what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to lightly spread our Jell-O over. Get down. No! Go away! I know, you're trying to go away. I don't want you outside at night. Cat's always bitching to go out at night. Now, there you go. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, we're going to shove it up here into the freezer to get good and chill. So we're gonna leave that there for about 30 minutes to, well, as thick as I laid it, it may be about 2 hours. So, stick around and check out these commercials. When we come back, we'll show you the finished product. As for me and mine, this is where I bid you a very good evening. I hope we haven't traumatized you too much this evening. Because, you know, legend here tells that anybody traumatized here in the Killer Kitchen will dream of burning embers evermore. So I suppose we've reached the end of our time together. I could let you go, but I think I'm gonna hold you still just for a few more minutes.
It's 1987. Do you know where Freddy is? There's no waking up from this nightmare. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
Moving into more car doesn't have to be expensive or boring. Today's Chevrolet Celebrity. It's for people who've grown up without growing old.
The heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
When you have miles to go and promises to keep.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Discover Chevrolet Corsica, with room for your family and the performance to get you home quickly, all for a lot less than you'd expect. Corsica, the sports sedan designed to keep all your promises.
The heartbeat of America.
Corsica.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Introducing 4 more reasons to love Stouffer's Lean Cuisine.
1,
New vegetable and pasta mornay.
2,
New baked rigatoni.
3,
Sliced turkey breast and mushroom sauce with rice pilaf.
4.
New Szechuan beef.
Now, Stouffer's Good Cooking comes in 28 delicious lean cuisine entrees, all under 300 calories.
Who can beat that?
Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. More satisfaction with you.
He's still watching you. Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats. Whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats, the end cereal. Fruit Wheats. Nabisco
That's what I call sushi roll. I guess Liz was right. A good man is hard to find, especially after he's been chopped into so many pieces. Well, kiddies, I've got a little chopping to do of my own. It's my producer's birthday. He's always wanted final cut. And that's exactly what he's getting.
Carefree bubblegum has so much flavor. There's no other gum for me.
You get a great feeling with Carefree Sugarless Gum. It's got great flavor. And now, test proved chewing Carefree after snacking actually helps fight cavities.
They were mighty hungry when they got home that night. No ordinary meal would do them right. She needed something hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
She got the heartiest hamburger helper she could. Rib stick and beef noodle always tasted real good, and it was hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
Had oodles and noodles and a beefy sauce too. Her 2 guys loved it, and her daughter did too, 'cause it was hearty.
Beef noodle. Beef noodle hearty.
Hamburger helper.
Hearty beef noodle.
Makes a great meal.
It handles like a dream, has a spacious interior, and it's waiting for you to fill it up again and again. Free. That's what happens when you win the Del Monte Super-Powered Shopping Spree Sweepstakes with free groceries by the cartful and Del Monte values at every turn. The Super-Powered Shopping Spree. Race to your participating grocer for details. Now. Del Monte. We grow savings by the storeful.
Introducing Lee Sculptured Nails. Long-lasting like luxury salon nails, but affordable because you do them at home.
Lee Sculptured Nails. Affordable. But are they easy?
Like nothing you've ever used before. If you can polish your nails, you can do it. Glue on an extension.
No form.
Brush on the overlay.
Like nail polish.
Smooth shape and polish.
Lee Sculptured Nails are easy.
And long-lasting like salon nails. Plus, they're affordable.
Lee Sculptured Nails.
Who else but Lee?
So my wife says, honey, I've got to go shopping. You'll have to feed the boys. Good thing we had some Chef Boyardee. It's 95% fat-free and no preservatives. So I say, Jack, you have got this together. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
The Time Machine is here. A revolutionary new allergy-tested skincare system built around an anti-aging cream that actually works to reduce years of lines and wrinkles. So different that it's known by its laboratory code, FD29.
Scream if you can.
He's doing it again.
Sleep if you dare. Freddy is back with a brand new nightmare. What a rush. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.